Have you ever felt like you were stuck in a cycle of self-doubt, where fear and uncertainty hold you back from achieving your true potential? What if I told you that there is a powerful mindset forged over centuries by warriors who conquered not just their enemies, but their own inner struggles? Imagine harnessing the same strength and mental clarity that made the samurai unstoppable. Today, we're diving deep into the ancient samurai secrets that will transform your mind and help you conquer any challenge with unwavering confidence. Welcome to today's powerful journey, where we uncover the timeless secrets of the samurai and their unshakable mental strength. Whether you're looking to build unbreakable confidence, overcome mental barriers, or develop the discipline to succeed in any area of your life, the samurai mindset has the answers you've been searching for. Let me ask you, have you ever faced moments in your life where self-doubt creeps in or fear holds you back from taking action? If you're like most people, you've been there. But what if I told you that there's a mindset so strong that even the fiercest obstacles become stepping stones? A mindset that has been honed over centuries by warriors who conquered not just their enemies, but their own inner weaknesses. The samurai's core philosophy. The samurai were not just warriors of the battlefield. They were masters of their minds. Their ability to stay calm under pressure, to persist in the face of adversity, and to control their emotions made them legendary. But how did they develop such strength of mind? It all begins with understanding their core philosophy. Bushido, the way of the warrior. Bushido was not just a code for battle, it was a way of life. It was about honor, respect, and living with integrity. The samurai believed that every action they took was an expression of their character and values. The four pillars of the samurai mindset. 1. Discipline. The samurai didn't train their bodies alone. They honed their minds through relentless practice and discipline. They followed strict routines, meditated, and studied. Their discipline wasn't just about physical strength, it was about mental fortitude. This discipline allowed them to stay focused on their goals, to stay calm in the chaos of battle, and to constantly improve. 2. Resilience. Samurai were taught that failure wasn't the end. It was a chance to learn and grow. They faced death daily, whether on the battlefield or through the intense mental challenges of their training. But they did not fear failure. They embraced it, understanding that the path to mastery was paved with setbacks, struggles, and losses. Their resilience was built through their ability to endure hardship and keep moving forward. 3. Focus. A samurai's mind was like a sharp blade, laser-focused, not easily distracted. Their training in meditation and mental exercises helped them clear their mind and stay present. They knew that in battle there was no room for hesitation or wandering thoughts. Similarly, in your own life, developing mental focus allows you to block out distractions and work towards your goals without being sidetracked by the noise around you. 4. Emotional control. Emotions can be powerful, but they can also cloud our judgment and cloud our ability to act with clarity. The samurai understood the importance of emotional control. Their training involved mastering their emotions, whether it was the fear of battle, the rage of combat, or even sadness in the face of loss. They didn't suppress their emotions. They understood them, used them to fuel their purpose, but never let them take control. Building your warrior mindset. Now, I know you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but how can I start developing the samurai mindset in my own life? The answer lies in one simple yet profound principle: consistency. Just like the samurai, you must start by developing consistent habits that strengthen your mind. These habits are not about immediate results or overnight changes. They are about the process. Small actions done repeatedly every day will build the foundation of your mental strength. The daily rituals of a samurai mindset. Start your day with purpose. The samurai always started their day with intention. They would wake up early, often before dawn, to train their minds and bodies. This can be as simple as setting your intentions for the day, writing down your goals, or visualizing success. When you start your day with a clear purpose, you are priming your mind for focus and resilience. Mindfulness and meditation. The samurai were known for their ability to stay calm under extreme pressure, and much of that came from meditation and mindfulness. Whether it was through Zen meditation or simply focusing on their breath, they trained their minds to stay in the present moment. By practicing mindfulness, you can reduce stress, gain clarity, and develop emotional control. It doesn't have to be complicated. Start with just 5 minutes of focused breathing or a brief meditation session in the morning. Embrace the struggle. As a modern warrior, you will face challenges, and those challenges will test your resilience. The samurai didn't avoid struggle, they sought it. Every difficult moment was an opportunity for growth. When you encounter obstacles in your own life, rather than retreating or making excuses, embrace them as part of your training. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this struggle? How will this make me stronger? Continuous self-improvement. The samurai didn't rest on their laurels. Even at the height of their power, they never stopped seeking knowledge and self-improvement. In your life, this could mean reading books, taking courses, practicing a new skill, or seeking feedback. Constantly challenge yourself to grow and improve, and never become complacent. Welcome back. Now that we've established the samurai's core mindset, it's time to dive deeper into one of the most crucial traits of the samurai warrior: resilience. This is where true mental strength is forged. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to continue moving forward despite failure, and to turn obstacles into stepping stones. In the world of the samurai, resilience wasn't just a quality, it was a way of life. Every day was filled with challenges, and each samurai was taught to face them with unwavering determination. But how do we, in the modern world, develop this level of resilience? The samurai's battle with adversity. The samurai were warriors in every sense of the word, and their life was filled with battle. But what most people don't realize is that samurai didn't only battle external enemies, they battled themselves. Every samurai, no matter how skilled, faced moments of doubt, fear, and failure. They learned to embrace these moments, using them as the driving force behind their strength. In the heat of battle, the samurai had to face death every day, but they weren't paralyzed by fear. They understood that their success wasn't in avoiding obstacles, but in facing them head-on, with courage and determination. They embodied the belief that what does not kill me makes me stronger. The 4 pillars of resilience. Embrace failure as feedback. The first pillar of resilience is shifting how we view failure. In modern society, failure is often seen as a sign of weakness, a reason to quit, or a reason to doubt yourself. But for the samurai, failure was a teacher. Every loss, every misstep, was an opportunity to learn and improve. Start looking at failure not as an end, but as feedback. When something doesn't go your way, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Every setback has a lesson hidden inside it. Cultivate patience and persistence. Resilience is not about brute force, it's about persistence over time. The samurai didn't expect to win every battle, and they didn't expect instant success. They knew that the greatest victories came from patient, persistent effort. This is a quality that we can all apply in our own lives. Success doesn't come overnight, and neither does mental strength. Focus on long-term goals. Instead of seeking instant results, commit to showing up every day, no matter how small the progress. The key is persistence, not perfection. Master your emotion. One of the samurai's greatest weapons was their ability to control their emotions. They didn't let fear, anger, or frustration control their actions. Instead, they used emotional control to fuel their decision-making, their movements, and their response to adversity. This is crucial for developing resilience. Practice emotional regulation. When stress or frustration rises, pause, breathe. Step back and ask yourself how you can respond, not react. Emotional control is about taking the power back from your emotions. Train in the face of adversity. A key aspect of the samurai's resilience was their ability to train in harsh conditions. They didn't avoid discomfort, they sought it. They knew that enduring adversity and training would prepare them for the real challenges of life. Seek out challenges in your own life. Don't shy away from discomfort. Whether it's physical training, learning something new, or challenging yourself mentally, pushing through discomfort builds mental toughness. The more you face hardship, the stronger you become. The power of mental toughness. Mental toughness is the ability to keep going when you want to stop. It's the will to persist when the body and mind say, this is enough. The samurai knew that if they were going to survive, they needed to be mentally tough. Their training was relentless, their challenges unforgiving, but it was this very mental toughness that made them invincible. Mental toughness in action. Think about the times when life has gotten tough for you. Those moments when giving up seemed easier than pushing through. Maybe it was a time when you were tired of the grind, or when fear of failure started creeping in. The samurai never asked themselves, can I do this? They asked themselves, how can I do this? When faced with adversity, their only option was to continue, to adapt, and to find a way. This is the mindset we need to adopt. Resilience and overcoming your personal struggles. Everyone has their own struggles. Maybe you're dealing with self-doubt, maybe you faced a difficult loss, or maybe you're just feeling stuck in life. Whatever it is, I want you to remember, the samurai would not give up, and neither should you. Your ability to bounce back from difficulties, to keep moving forward when life is hard, is what defines your strength. Identify an area of your life where you've been struggling or feeling defeated. Write down what's holding you back. Then flip the script. Instead of seeing it as an obstacle, ask how you can learn from this situation, how you can grow, and how you can turn it into an opportunity to become stronger. The samurai's path to unbreakable resilience. In the end, resilience is not something that can be built in a day. It's a lifelong journey that requires constant practice and unwavering determination. It requires you to face your fears, overcome your doubts, and keep going no matter how hard it gets. The samurai didn't just survive, they thrived because they knew that the greatest strength lies not in the absence of challenges, but in the ability to rise above them. Welcome back. In the previous section, we explored resilience and how the samurai mindset teaches us to overcome obstacles. Now let's dive into one of the most powerful and often overlooked aspects of mental strength: mental clarity. In a world filled with distractions, it's incredibly easy to lose focus. Yet mental clarity is the very thing that allows the samurai to stay sharp, to remain focused on their mission, and to execute with precision. Without it, even the most skilled warrior would be vulnerable. Mental clarity is what keeps you in control of your actions, your thoughts, and ultimately, your destiny. The samurai's approach to focus. For the samurai, mental clarity wasn't something that came naturally. It was cultivated through rigorous training and discipline. It wasn't just about getting rid of distractions. It was about sharpening the mind until it became a laser beam, capable of focusing solely on the task at hand. In combat, a samurai couldn't afford to let their mind wander. One moment of distraction could be fatal, so they trained their minds to remain focused in the heat of battle, no matter the chaos around them. This discipline allowed them to stay calm under pressure, execute flawlessly, and anticipate every move of their opponent. Take a moment right now and reflect on your own life. How often do you allow distractions to pull you away from your goals? Are you mentally scattered, jumping from task to task? Or do you have moments where you're fully immersed in what you're doing? The science of focus studies show that mental clarity and focus are essential for high performance. In fact, our brains can only focus on one thing at a time. Multitasking, contrary to popular belief, is a myth. When we attempt to juggle multiple tasks, our brains actually switch between them, reducing our efficiency and productivity. The samurai knew this instinctively. They would dedicate themselves to one task at a time, and that task would receive their full attention and energy. Whether it was training, fighting, or even meditation, the samurai practiced deep focus. Cultivating focus. Like the samurai how can you develop this type of mental clarity in your own life? 1. Eliminate external distractions. The first step to mental clarity is to eliminate external distractions. This means limiting or removing things that pull your attention away from what truly matters. This could be turning off notifications, setting specific times for social media, or creating an environment conducive to focus. Start by identifying your biggest distractions. Do you check your phone every few minutes? Are you constantly interrupted by external noise or people? Once you identify your distractions, create a strategy to minimize them. 2. Single task, don't multitask. As we learned from the samurai, focus is about dedicating yourself to one task at a time. When you give something your full attention, it's easier to accomplish. Multitasking not only reduces focus, but it also depletes your energy and increases mental fatigue. Commit to single tasking for the next week. Pick one task at a time and give it your full attention. Notice how it feels to be fully engaged in what you're doing without splitting your attention. 3. Train your focus. Like a muscle, just like physical strength, focus is a skill that can be trained. The more you practice being mentally clear, the easier it becomes to maintain that focus over time. The samurai trained their focus every day, and so should you. Meditation, mindfulness, and concentration exercises can all help sharpen your mental clarity. Start a daily practice of meditation or mindfulness. Even just 10 minutes a day can help improve your ability to focus and clear your mind. The role of breathing in mental clarity. One of the samurai's most powerful tools for achieving mental clarity was breathing. When faced with a challenge or a stressful situation, the samurai would focus on their breath to regain composure and sharpen their focus. This practice of controlled breathing helped them clear their minds, calm their nerves, and restore clarity in the heat of battle. In fact, many martial artists and Zen practitioners still use controlled breathing to maintain focus and clarity today. It's a simple but effective tool that can help you remain centered and focused, no matter what life throws your way. Practice deep, controlled breathing to help maintain focus. In moments of stress or distraction, take a deep breath in through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and exhale slowly through your mouth for 4 seconds. This simple technique can help reset your mind and restore clarity in just a few moments. Mental clarity in everyday life. While the samurai may have needed mental clarity in the heat of battle, you need it just as much in your everyday life. Whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal growth, mental clarity allows you to be more productive, make better decisions, and stay focused on your goals. Think about your goals for a moment. What do you want to achieve? Where do you want to go? Without mental clarity, it's easy to become lost or distracted by the constant noise of life. But when you can cultivate focus, everything becomes clearer. You'll know exactly what steps you need to take, and you'll take them with purpose and precision. The samurai's weapon, mental clarity. In the end, mental clarity is one of the most powerful weapons you can have. It allows you to stay focused on your purpose. No matter the distraction, no matter the obstacles, it's the skill that keeps you on track, even when the road gets tough. And it's something that can be developed with practice, dedication, and discipline, just like any other skill. Make mental clarity your top priority for the next week. Practice mindfulness, eliminate distractions, and single task until your focus becomes unbreakable. In the next part of this journey, we will explore the art of strategic thinking, a skill that the samurai mastered to anticipate and overcome obstacles before they even appeared. Stay tuned as we continue to dive deeper into the samurai way of living and how you can apply their time-tested wisdom to your own life. Until then, remember, mental clarity is your first step to mastering your mind, and with it, you can achieve anything you set your sights on. Welcome back. In the previous part, we covered the importance of mental clarity and how it allows you to focus and stay sharp like the samurai. Now we're going to dive deeper into the next critical aspect of the samurai's mindset, strategic thinking. To become a true warrior, you need more than just physical strength and mental clarity. You need the ability to anticipate your opponent's next move, understand the terrain, and make decisions with precision. The samurai didn't just react to situations, they anticipated them, planned for them, and acted accordingly. Strategic thinking is the art of being proactive rather than reactive. It's about making decisions ahead of time and positioning yourself for success before the challenge arises. The samurai's approach to strategy. In battle, the samurai didn't just rely on brute force, they were masters of strategy. They studied their enemies, understood their weaknesses, and found ways to exploit them. Every movement, every battle was approached with a plan in mind, and if the plan didn't work, they adjusted quickly. The samurai understood that flexibility was just as important as having a clear strategy. Take a moment to think about a recent challenge you faced. How did you approach it? Did you have a plan in place, or did you simply react to the situation as it unfolded? Becoming a strategic thinker means anticipating challenges and preparing for them ahead of time. Start by asking yourself, what's the best way to approach this situation? What could go wrong, and how can I prepare for it? The importance of anticipation. Strategic thinking begins with anticipation. The samurai always thought ahead, whether it was in combat or in their daily lives. By anticipating their opponent's moves, they could stay one step ahead and always be prepared for whatever came their way. In your life, strategic thinking works the same way. By thinking ahead and anticipating obstacles before they arise, you can better position yourself for success. The ability to anticipate is what separates the reactive from the proactive. It's the ability to spot opportunities and prepare for challenges instead of waiting for them to hit you out of nowhere. 1. Assessing the situation. The first step to strategic thinking is assessing the situation. Samurai warriors were experts at analyzing their surroundings, understanding their enemy's strengths and weaknesses, and evaluating the risks involved in any battle. Similarly, when you face a challenge, it's important to stop and assess the situation before you act. Before tackling a new goal or challenge, take a moment to analyze the situation. What are the possible obstacles? What resources do you have at your disposal? What risks are involved? By evaluating these factors early, you can make better, more informed decisions. 2. Gathering information. Once you've assessed the situation, the next step is to gather information. Samurai were known for their deep knowledge of their enemies, the battlefield, and even the weather. This knowledge gave them an edge in combat. Likewise, the more information you have about the challenge ahead, the better equipped you are to handle it. Gather as much information as you can about your current situation. This could be researching a new project, learning about your competition, or talking to others who have faced similar challenges. The more you know, the better prepared you'll be. 3. Planning ahead. The samurai didn't just react in the moment. They had a plan. They anticipated possible outcomes and decided in advance how to respond. This is the essence of strategic thinking. Instead of leaving things to chance, you plan for various scenarios and prepare yourself for each one. Start planning ahead for your goals and challenges. What's your plan for success? What's your backup plan if things don't go as expected? By considering all possible outcomes, you'll be better prepared for anything that comes your way. The samurai's tactical flexibility. One of the most important aspects of strategic thinking is flexibility. The samurai knew that even the best-laid plans can fail. They didn't rigidly follow a single course of action. Instead, they were prepared to adjust and adapt to changing circumstances. For example, in battle, the samurai might have started with one strategy, but if it wasn't working, they would quickly switch tactics. This flexibility allowed them to stay in control, no matter how unpredictable the battle became. As you work toward your goals, always remain flexible. Be prepared to adjust your plans if things don't go as expected. If you encounter setbacks or obstacles, don't get discouraged. Adapt your strategy and keep moving forward. The role of decision-making in strategic thinking. At the heart of strategic thinking is decision-making. Samurai warriors were trained to make swift, decisive action. Indecision, especially in battle, could mean death. For them, hesitation was not an option. Similarly, in your life, it's important to make decisions with confidence. Once you've gathered the information and assessed the situation, make your decision and commit to it. Waiting for the perfect moment often leads to missed opportunities. Practice making decisions quickly and confidently. In situations where you have to choose, don't let fear of failure or perfectionism stop you. Trust your preparation and go for it. Even if things don't go as planned, you can always adjust along the way. The samurai mindset of winning. Before the fight, a key aspect of the samurai's mindset was that they often won before they even entered the battlefield. They achieved this by mentally preparing for victory, anticipating obstacles, and making decisions that would guarantee their success. This principle applies directly to you. By mentally preparing yourself for success, developing a strategic plan, and remaining flexible, you can create a winning mindset. It's not just about reacting to the world, it's about proactively shaping it. Think about the goals you're working toward. How can you mentally prepare for victory? What steps can you take to ensure your success before you even start? By developing a strategic mindset, you can approach any challenge with the confidence and clarity that leads to victory. The samurai way: anticipate, plan, and act. To sum up, strategic thinking is one of the most powerful tools you can develop in your journey to mental strength. It's about anticipation, planning, and making decisive action. Like the samurai, you must constantly evaluate the situation, adjust your strategy, and act with confidence. Remember, it's not about reacting, it's about anticipating and preparing. By embracing strategic thinking, you can not only face challenges but conquer. Welcome back, and congratulations on making it this far. In the previous section, we explored the importance of strategic thinking and how to approach challenges with foresight, preparation, and flexibility, just like the samurai. Now we're going to tackle one of the most vital aspects of the samurai mindset: unwavering focus. No matter how strong you are mentally or physically, you will encounter distractions, obstacles, and setbacks. The key to overcoming these challenges lies in your ability to maintain focus, to stay disciplined even when everything around you seems to be falling apart. This is what separates a warrior from a regular person: the ability to focus and stay on track no matter what happened. The samurai's approach to focus. The samurai lived by a principle called mushin, or no mind. This concept is rooted in Zen Buddhism and teaches that a true warrior's mind should remain clear and calm, free from distractions, doubts, and fear. When facing a battle, the samurai didn't think about what could go wrong or hesitate because of fear. They acted instinctively, fully immersed in the present moment. Take a moment to think about your own life. When things get tough, do you stay focused and calm, or do you let stress, fear, or distraction pull you off track? To become unbreakable, you must learn how to clear your mind and focus on the task at hand. The power of being present. One of the most powerful aspects of the samurai mindset is being fully present in everything they do. Whether they were in battle, performing daily tasks, or practicing their craft, the samurai believed in giving 100% of their attention to the present moment. By doing so, they could channel all their energy into the task at hand, achieving unparalleled precision and effectiveness. In our modern world, distractions are everywhere. The moment you try to focus, something pulls you away, whether it's your phone, work emails, or even your own thoughts. But true focus, as the samurai understood, is not about trying harder. It's about learning how to be present and block out distractions. Practice being fully present. Start small. When you're working, eliminate all distractions. Put your phone on silent. Close unnecessary tabs on your computer. Focus solely on the task at hand. The more you practice being present, the easier it will become to stay focused, no matter what's happening around you. Maintaining focus in the face of distractions. The samurai didn't live in a world of peace and calm. They were constantly surrounded by chaos, battlefields, political unrest, and endless distractions. Yet they mastered the art of maintaining unwavering focus in the most chaotic of situations. They did this by cultivating a sense of inner calm and clarity that allowed them to filter out external noise. In your life, distractions will come too. Whether it's a difficult project at work, a personal setback, or external pressure, you will face moments where it feels impossible to stay focused. But the samurai's ability to cut through this chaos is exactly what you need to develop in order to stay on course toward your goals. Identify what distracts you most. Is it social media? Is it stress or anxiety? Is it other people or external pressures? Once you know your main distractions, come up with a plan to counteract them. The samurai didn't fight battles without preparation. They made sure they were ready to face whatever came their way. Similarly, your best weapon against distractions is preparedness. The mental discipline of consistency focus isn't just about blocking out distractions in the moment, it's also about maintaining consistency over time. The samurai didn't only focus in battle, they practiced their skills daily. They trained for years, even decades, to perfect their craft, and they did so with discipline and commitment. To develop unwavering focus, you must learn to apply mental discipline consistently. This means showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. It means keeping your focus on your goals, even when life throws you curveballs. Commit to consistency. Identify one area in your life where you can build better focus and discipline. It could be as simple as committing to a daily habit, whether it's working on a project for 30 minutes a day or practicing meditation to clear your mind. The key is to be consistent, no matter what happens around you. The more consistent you are, the stronger your focus will become. Embracing challenges and pressure. The samurai saw pressure not as a burden, but as an opportunity to strengthen their focus. In fact, they welcomed challenges and difficulties because they knew that overcoming them would sharpen their skills and prepare them for greater battles ahead. They didn't shy away from pressure, they thrived in it. In your life, challenges and pressure will arise. They might feel overwhelming, and it might be tempting to avoid them. But the key to developing the mindset of a warrior is to embrace these challenges, knowing that overcoming them will only make you stronger. The next time you face pressure or a difficult challenge, instead of avoiding it, embrace it. Shift your perspective and see it as an opportunity to strengthen your focus. The samurai didn't fear battle. They approached it with calm determination, knowing they would emerge stronger on the other side. Mindfulness and meditation, key tools for focus. One of the samurai's best tools for maintaining focus was mindfulness. They practiced meditation and mindfulness to clear their minds and hone their focus. In the midst of battle, the samurai could stay calm, collected, and focused on the task at hand, regardless of how intense the situation was. Incorporate mindfulness or meditation into your daily routine. Spend just 5 to 10 minutes each morning sitting quietly, focusing on your breath, and clearing your mind. This practice will help you maintain calm, sharpen your focus, and build the mental resilience needed to stay on track, even in the face of distractions. Achieving flow state, where focus becomes effortless. The ultimate level of focus is the flow state. This is the state where you are so fully immersed in your task that everything else disappears. You're not thinking about the next move, the end result, or even the effort involved. You're completely in the moment and everything flows naturally. Samurai warriors entered this state during combat, allowing their bodies and minds to work in perfect harmony. They didn't have to think, they just acted. This is the same state of focus that you can achieve when you practice mindfulness, build consistency, and master the art of blocking out distractions. Strive to enter the flow state in your work, studies, or practice. Create the conditions necessary to enter flow by eliminating distractions, setting clear goals, and fully committing to the task at hand. As you continue to build your focus, you'll find it easier to slip into flow and achieve your best work. Mastering focus. Like the samurai in this part, we've learned that unwavering focus is not just about ignoring distractions, it's about cultivating a deep inner clarity embracing challenges, and practicing consistency. The samurai mastered this focus through mental discipline, mindfulness, and a commitment to excellence in everything they did. Now it's your turn to develop this samurai mindset. As you continue to train your mind, remember that focus is a skill that takes time to build. But with daily practice, you can achieve the same level of concentration and mental strength as the warriors of ancient Japan. In the next part, we'll explore how to stay consistent even when life gets tough. Stay tuned as we continue unlocking the secrets of the samurai mindset. Congratulations on making it this far. You've learned the key principles of the samurai mindset, from the importance of discipline and focus to how to adapt, innovate, and transcend traditional techniques. But now we come to the most important aspect of the warrior's mindset: mental resilience. The true strength of a warrior is not just in their ability to win battles, but in their ability to keep going even after failure, disappointment, or adversity. Resilience is the bedrock upon which consistency is built. It's what allows you to face challenges head-on, without hesitation and without breaking. The foundation of resilience: embracing adversity. In the samurai tradition, adversity was not seen as something to be avoided. In fact, it was welcome. The samurai believed that in order to truly grow, one must face hardship. They didn't shy away from difficulty. They embraced it, knowing that true growth happens when you push through the pain. In the same way, you must learn to see adversity as a tool for growth. Whether it's failure, criticism, or obstacles on your path, each challenge presents an opportunity to build resilience and mental strength. Next time you face a setback, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Don't allow the moment of failure to define you. Instead, use it as an opportunity to develop mental toughness. Remember, resilience is born in the fire of adversity. The samurai's rituals of resilience. The samurai had many rituals to build and maintain resilience. One of the key practices they used was visualization. Before battle, samurai would often meditate and visualize their success, imagining how they would face challenges and remain calm under pressure. This mental preparation helped them stay focused and centered when the real battle began. You can use visualization as a tool to strengthen your own resilience. Whether you're facing a difficult project at work or dealing with a personal challenge, taking time to mentally prepare yourself for adversity can help you face it with greater confidence and determination. Take 5 minutes each morning to visualize your day. Imagine yourself overcoming obstacles, staying calm under pressure, and finishing everything you set out to do. This mental preparation will prime your brain to face challenges without hesitation. Training the mind, developing mental toughness. The samurai didn't just train their bodies, they also trained their minds. Mental toughness was just as important as physical prowess. Every warrior knew that in order to succeed in battle, they had to master their thoughts and emotions, remaining calm and clear-headed even in the most intense situations. To develop mental toughness, you must train your mind just like you train your body. You must cultivate the ability to remain calm under stress, maintain focus during chaos, and bounce back quickly from failure. Start practicing mindfulness techniques to help you stay centered in stressful situations. Practice focusing on your breath when you feel overwhelmed or stressed. The more you train your mind to remain calm and present, the stronger your mental resilience will become. Building consistency, the samurai's approach to daily practice. Another key element of the samurai mindset is consistency. The samurai didn't only train hard when they felt motivated, they trained every day no matter what. They knew that the path to mastery was not a sprint, it was a marathon. Every small effort added up over time, creating a massive compound effect. Consistency is what separates the exceptional from the average. While most people give up after a few setbacks or lack of immediate results, the samurai stayed committed, no matter how difficult the journey. They understood that results take time, and they were willing to put in the daily work required to achieve greatness. To build consistency, create a daily routine that supports your goals. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it should be something you do every day without fail. Whether it's reading, working out, or dedicating time to a skill you want to master, make sure you show up for it consistently. Consistency compounds over time. The role of discipline in building unbreakable consistency. The samurai were not only consistent, they were incredibly disciplined. Discipline is the ability to push yourself to do something, even when you don't feel like it. It's about acting in accordance with your goals, regardless of the emotions or distractions that may arise. Discipline is what allows you to stay on track when things get tough. It's what helps you keep going when motivation fades. When you have a disciplined mindset, your actions are guided by your goals, not by your emotions in the moment. Commit to one non-negotiable habit every day. No matter how busy you get, make sure you do this one thing every single day. It could be as simple as drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning or writing for 10 minutes. This small act of discipline will build momentum and help you develop the mental strength needed for bigger challenges. Turning setbacks into strengths. Even the most resilient samurai faced setbacks. They lost battles. They were injured. They faced challenges that seemed insurmountable. But what made them warriors wasn't their ability to avoid setbacks. It was their ability to turn setbacks into strengths. When you experience a setback, don't view it as failure. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Embrace failure as part of the process. Each failure is an opportunity to grow and develop greater resilience. Becoming unbreakable. The final step now that you've learned the key principles of mental resilience, focus, and consistency, you're on the path to becoming unbreakable. The true test of a warrior is not just their ability to achieve success, but their ability to maintain that success over time, regardless of the circumstances. The final step in your transformation is embracing the journey. The path to mastery is not a straight line. There will be ups and downs, successes and failures, moments of triumph and moments of doubt. But the key is this: never stop, never give up. The more resilient you become, the more unstoppable you'll be. Your commitment to consistency, your mental toughness, and your discipline will carry you through even the most difficult times. Recap and moving forward. In this part, we've explored the importance of mental resilience, how to stay focused and committed even in the face of setbacks, distractions, and chaos. Just like the samurai, you must train your mind to stay calm, stay disciplined, and keep moving forward no matter what. In the next chapter, we will dive deeper into the art of mastery, how to use your resilience to keep growing and evolving, and how to continually sharpen your skills until you reach the pinnacle of greatness. But for now, remember, consistency is key, and with the right mindset, there is nothing that can stop you from becoming the unbreakable warrior you were always meant to be. Stay tuned for the next chapter of your transformation.